Hello, spiritual powerful being. Welcome and thank you for watching. Please share the video, like, and subscribe to my channel. Today, I'm here to answer a question that was asked by somebody that wanted to know if the ancient Kemet deities, if they were put in order in the exact way I explained them, should they be purified in order, in the exact order? So the question was, did the ancient order the deities the same exact way you laid them? Should we purify the principle in the exact order? Okay, right. To understand the principles of Natarian religion, there are many of them. Okay, but the 10th principle of creation are 10th principle of creation, and they are part of the God who created the world. They are part of his psychology. That is why in every video I do, I always say that they are the part of our psychology, the level of our brain. Because that what they are. Neter, the God who was there before anything. We don't know where did God come from. We just know that there was a God, there was the spirit, there was the power before anything was created. That God was Neter. Neter is the name of God. And that God has these 10 principles, has a part of his brain, the part of his psychology. And we are the part of him. We are the manifestation of God. That's the reason these principles are the part of our brain. They are part of our psychology. We exist here in this body as the spirit. And we are co-creator with the creator, with the Neter, the God. The ancient Kemet, the ancient Netarian religion principle of creation, are God and goddesses. Gods represent male gods. Goddesses represent female gods. Okay, that show us, when we learn about them, it shows us that God is not only a male. Okay, that shows us that God is both male and female. Otherwise, if God is only a man, a male, where did God get the idea of creating a female? No, you cannot do something that not you. God will not create a female that is not him. He created a female because he is a female too. Alright? So, Neter, all these principles of creation are part of his psychology. That is why they are the principles of creation. They are the principle that the Neter, the God, okay, used to compose the human being, which are us. And that is why it said in the Bible, that God say, let me create a human, let us. He said, let us. So who was us? The principles, those principles of creation. Let us create a human in our image and our likeness. Okay, so we are God likeness because we think when we purify this principle, we will develop a mindset of God, the mindset of the Spirit, that will give us ability to think the way God thinks, to create the world the way God creates, to feel the way God feels. Okay, so Neter, the God of creation, all the other gods and all the other principles that that are not part of this, like Hamun. Hamun is missing in this um, principle of creation. Amun is called Amun Ray. Alright? But the 10 principle of creation, we only have Ray there, at the head of the principle of creation. And Ray is a part of Hamun. But why are they separated? Why is the moon not a part of the principle? Hamun is not a part of the principle because Hamun and Ray are not separated. Okay? Hamun is the mind of the creator. Hamun is the mind of Neter. And Ray is the energy of the mind. Okay? The mind of Neter. So it's like I am a thing, I have my mind, and the energy, which is the power. So Ray is the magic, is the power, is the life of creation. Okay, so the reason Ray is the head of the 10 of the other 9 principles of creation is because when Neter, the God, the Spirit, came up with the idea to create the world, okay, there were 2 creations. First creation is an idea. An idea involves meditation, imagination, visualization. That was the first thing. And the last thing was, okay, now I collect the ideas. This is how I want the world to look like. This is how I saw it. Okay? Now, let everything be. And that is the light. So Ray is the light of creation. Okay? Ray is the power, is the light of Hamun, the mind of Neter. So Hamun, Neter, and Ray are not separated deities. They are not separate deities. Okay? They are one. Okay? So now we understand that Hamun is the mind of Neter. Ray is the light of creation, the outcome of the creation, the light. Okay? It's like when you want something badly. Okay? You're praying for it, you're meditating for it, and you made it true. Okay? The result of what you want to create is Ray. That is why Ray is the head, is the leader of all the creation, the heading of all those principles of creation. He is the reason those principles, those other 9 principles came to light. Okay, so the first thing that the Neter, the first 2 principles that were created by Ray. Okay? They were created through the meditation of Neter. When Neter was in intense imagination, visualization, alright, it said that Ray created the first principle, his first son, which is Shu, the principle of the A. So the first thing that Neter created was the A. The A, to make sure there is a A. Meaning that if there is no A, we can't breathe. So the first thing that Neter was created through Ray was the A. Shu, the god of the space, the god of the air and breathe. Okay? And he was the female god. And that way, the people who wrote the Bible, that way they got the idea of Adam as the first son of God. Okay? They got it from Unitarian religion, the creation of the son of Ray, God Shu. All right? The second creation of Ray was Tebnut. Yes, Tebnut. She was created as a female, the female goddesses. And she is the goddesses of water. Okay? Water, life. She's the one who put the life in the air. Alright? In the air there is a life. Otherwise we can't breathe. We can't be alive. We are alive because there is life in the air, which is the mother Tebnut. Okay? She is the daughter of Ray. Okay? They were created because there was a light. And who is the light? Ray is the light. They were created because there was a magic, there was a power. Who is magic? Who is the power? Ray is the power of creation. You see? So those were two principles that were created because there was a light. There was a light. Ray. You see? So the first thing that was created by Neter through the first two principles that were created by Neter through Ray was the air and life. Okay? Air is you, life is Tebnut, the mother. That way they also go to creation of Eve. Okay? They got creation of Eve from where? From who? From Tebnut, the mother, the life in the air. And that is why when we are practicing to be awakening, okay, we meditate on deep breathing. And who presides over deep breathing is you, the principle of the air. All right? The principle of the air. Because everything that came to the earth here passed through the air and life. Okay? So we practice deep breathing every day. Deep breathing is very, very important to those who practice this religion of Nigerian religion, Kemetic religion. Okay? Because deep breathing is for cleansing, spiritual cleansing. What do we cleanse? Negative energy in our body. Okay? So when we practice deep breathing, which is true, we are cleansing the negative energy. when we breathe in the life in the air, tabnut, breathe in the life in the air and breathing out. What we breathe out is the wall, the wall, the negativity. Okay? So the life in the air, the tabnut, okay? The godly life in the air clean us. And that is a spiritual cleansing. Okay? And that's how all the other principles were created. I will talk again about the other principle next time. Now we are to purification. Do we have to purify them in order? All you need to do is to understand them. Understand them. When you understand them, you understand how they vibrate, how they act, you will become them. Because all you're doing when you understand them is to become them. You have to become them. They are part of you. They are part of your brain. So when you understand them, you purify them in your consciousness. So when you purify, is the negativity, is the negative part of the energy, because they are both negative and positive. So what you purify is the negative of them, the negativity of them, of the energy. Okay? And that shows us that God, when you purify them, you are purifying the negative part side of God. Okay? Meaning that just like the Bible says, nothing was created without God. God is the one who creates everything. Darkness and goodness work for good. So what we do when we want to become spiritually, okay, what we look for is to balance the energy. Okay, to make sure the darkness don't overtake the light. We want balance, and that is why the Nigerian religion is the religion that is a balanced religion. Okay, so all we do is to balance the energy within us, to balance the negative part of the energy, and to make sure the positive part of the energy overcome the negative part of energy. When we bring the whole consciousness, raise it up to higher. Okay, so the concept is to make the whole consciousness rise to the higher, the level of the soul. And that's how we purify the energy, that's how we purify our soul, the godly soul. Okay, the godly soul that will give our mind the power, the mental state, the state of the spirit, the mindset of the spirit. So that's how you can purify them, understand them. You can buy a book called A Kemetic Tree of Life. That book have all the principles of creation in order. You can learn them in order and purify them within you. So all you need to get first is the knowledge of them, to understand them. And when you understand them, you need to understand them as part of you, as part of your psychology. Our soul is not other than God. Our soul is not other than the God who created the world. Our soul is the manifestation of the Spirit. Okay, and that the level of the soul in our consciousness that we need to reach by learning these principles, understand them, and purify them. Okay, these energies are the level of our brain. They are highest energies in our consciousness. Okay, so all we need to do is to rise the energy from a lower to the higher to reach Heru. Heru, the last principle in the bottom of the ladder. Heru is a hero, the hero mindset within us. He is the hero mindset within us. The mindset within us that stand up for truth. The mindset within us that stand up for right. Meaning that when we purify the energy, okay, from it lower to the higher, this mindset within our consciousness, okay, is there to control our less personality, our lower personality. Okay, Jesus Christ say, be watchful, be vigilant. Heru within us, he the watchful inner, he the watchful inner power within us. That when anytime we are tempted by our negative energy, okay, that ability within us will prevent us from falling into temptation. Okay, that what is Heru is the redemption. Heru is the redemption within us. He is the hero within us. He's the redeemer, and that's how we are born again. That's what the born again is. So the last principle is Heru. The first thing we develop when we are in our journey to purify our energy, the first thing we need to develop is the right mindset. The right mindset that give us the power to identify the truth from untruth, the right from wrong. And that right mindset will lead us to Heru. So Heru is the mindset, Anubis. He's the right mindset of Heru. The right mindset of Heru that will never let you down to the temptation. Okay? So, that's what the 10 principles are. And when you purify them, understand them first, and become them. They are already part of you. But if you are ignorant that they are part of you, they are just there sleeping. They are dead to you, to your mind. Okay? You can only become part of with something, even though it's part of you, but if you don't know, if you have no knowledge, okay? The Bible said that my people are perished for the lack of knowledge. Anything can be a part of you, but if you don't know it, If you lack the knowledge of it, you cannot use it. Okay? You can only use something that is part of you, something that you are knowledgeable about. Have peace, enjoy, take care of the body, the temple of God, and be well. Have peace and be well.